Hello, my kindergarten writers. Okay, today we are going to practice one of the writing activities that we have for our literacy night when parents are here. So one of our centers is going to, or one of our stations is going to be where you're going to tell your families about what book you recommend. So if you remember, you guys all chose your favorite book and you created a poster right here about it. This word says read, and then we wrote the title of your favorite book, and then you drew a picture to illustrate what that book looks like. Okay, so at this station, you're going to present to your families your poster and say, my favorite book is, this one is Will the Pigeon Graduate? So my favorite book is Will the Pigeon Graduate? I recommend this book because I think it's silly and funny. Okay, so when we're done with that at that station, there is going to be a, I should have brought the example over here. There's going to be, I'll show it to you in real life. But there's going to be a half piece of paper that on the front side is going to have all the books that our class recommended. So you can go home with a picture of all the books our class likes. So you can choose new books with your family, either at the library, or you can buy them, or however you want to do that. But on the back side of that paper, you're going to write down with your family why you like your book. Okay, so today we're going to practice writing that sentence about why we like our book. All right, so when we write a sentence, we use a complete thought. We're not going to say silly. You have to write a full sentence, okay? So that has what it's about and telling you like the why. So we're going to practice that. So please make sure you have your, mine's underneath here, sorry, your writing journal. We're going to open up to the very next blank page. So yesterday we had so much fun. Today you should be on the very next blank page if you were here yesterday and completed that journal. If you were absent, don't worry about it. We don't need to make that up today. So we're going to get our writing journal. You're going in order. We're not flipping willy-nilly to some random page in the book. Please make sure your book is not upside down. I have some friends who have been writing upside down in their book. Please make sure you are writing on the with it right side up. All right, we're going to start on the bottom side. For today's activity, we are going to write the sentence on the bottom, and then I'm going to let you come up here and illustrate your book. For our station on our literacy night, you're just writing the sentence, unless I change my mind and decide to change the whole paper to where you get to draw a picture too. But for right now, it's just a sentence because you have already illustrated your book on these posters. Okay, so when we're writing our sentence, we're going to write on a straight line. We're going to start with a capital letter. We are going to use our finger spaces, and we're going to make sure we end with a punctuation mark. So when we're writing about why we like our book, we're going to use the words, I like this book because, I know because is a big word, which is why I'm going to have a sentence stem. That means I'm going to have it written out for you how you're going to start your sentence, but we're going to practice writing it today. So that's just the beginning part of the sentence that we're going to start, and then you have to finish it with why you like your book, all right? So let's get started with the first part of the sentence. So our first word was I, so we know we're going to start with an uppercase I. All the way on the left side of the paper. We don't start a little bit over or in the middle. All the way over on the left side, we're going to write a uppercase I. Then we're going to use a finger space, and we're going to write the word like. So how do we spell like? L-I-K-E spells like. So let's go ahead and do that. Everything should be lowercase. L-I-K-E. All right, make sure you have your finger space there and you've spelled the word like correctly. So I like, finger space, we're doing this. So what digraph says T-H? So my finger space, T-H, we have is. I-S, so this. I like this, finger space, book. All right, B. So a B, we start with the line first, like we start with the bat first, then the ball. That's a new way have as a reminder, make sure you've written your B the correct way. We're not writing doll. We're writing B-all. So B-all. What was that rule that we learned of how to spell all? A-L-L. Great job. So B-all ball. We're not writing about a ball, friend. We're writing about a book. Erase that. Look at that. Even the best writers make mistakes. So we have our B, and then to spell book, it's O-O-K. I have no idea where my mind went and why I decided to all of a sudden write the word ball. See, we all make mistakes. It's okay. I just erased it and corrected it. So if you need time to pause it to fix it, make sure you pause it and then hit play when you're ready to go again. Okay. So I like this book because make sure all your letters are on that line and you haven't started writing down here or writing up here. Straight line. I like this book. Now we're going to do a finger space, and let's make sure we're writing the word because correctly. So right here, finger space. To spell because, B-E, and then the cuz part is C-A-U-S-E. If you cannot fit that word on this line, you're not going to write part of it here and then write some of it down here or some of it over here. You're going to take that whole word. You have to write the whole word together. Remember, words are all the letters grouped together to form the word. So you can't break it apart because you run out of space on the page. So you're going to move this whole word, if you don't have room, all the way over to the left side and make sure it's all together. I don't want to see an E down here because you ran out of room. You have to go back and erase the whole word and move the whole word, okay? Go ahead and pause this if you need a little bit more time to copy down the word because. And hit play when you're ready to keep going. Okay, so from there, now you've written, I like this book because, and you have to tell us why you like that book. So I like this book because it is silly. Oh, say hi, Miss Purse. So I like this book because it has a pigeon. I like this book because it's funny. I like this book because it is about the ocean. I like this book because it's about sea monsters. Or I like this book because, let me see, what's another one? Because I like Pig the Pug. So you're going to write your reason why you like your book. Sound out the words the best that you can. I am around, so if you need some help with it, you can raise your hand and get my attention. Make sure you use your finger spaces. Hold on one second. This is Mrs. Graham. Oh. Okay. And they're coming together. Okay, I'll bring your stuff down. Yeah. Okay, it should be a few minutes. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye. All right, friends, sorry about that. Now you have plenty of time to write down that word because and to be working on the rest of your sentence. So if you need my help, make sure you raise your hand to get my attention and I can help you. When you are all done with that, we've got this new checklist that you need to double check. We're checking that we used a capital letter. Check. Right here, finger spaces. It has pictures to help you know what the words say. You need to double check you have finger spaces. If not, you have to go back and fix it. Punctuation. So at the end of your sentence, it's not here. This isn't the end of our sentence. You have to keep writing and tell me why you like your book. This just says, I like this book because you have to finish the sentence. At the end, you have to have a punctuation mark. That means a period, an exclamation point. This is not a question. You should not have a question mark. And then make sure all your words are in a straight line. If they are not, you have to go back and change it because if I check it, and you said, oh yeah, I did all these things, and I see you did not, I'm gonna say, nope, we have to go back and fix it, okay? After you're done with all of that, you can go up here and draw me a picture of your favorite part of your book, okay? I'm excited, friends. We're getting ready for our literacy night. You guys are awesome, and I will see you next time.